Hi, and welcome to LNA Does Audio Stuff. Hi, welcome to this video where I will tell you how to finish your tracks. 40 tricks and tips that actually work, that really do work, like personally for me. So we have 4 main sections of tips and tricks. First, creative workflow tips to finish your music production, knowing when your mix is ready, knowing your master and the whole track is ready. 4th category is the most important tip, so that will be in the end of this video. Hey, and also I'm glad to tell you that this video is sponsored by iMusician, which is a music distributor for your finished tracks. So if you don't know much about mastering, they do this service called instant mastering. So instant mastering is a professional cloud-based mastering service. So it uses AI to mimic the techniques used by studio mastering engineers, which is really cool. But without, of course, like waiting for days and all that. So through very precise EQing and compression, it actually makes your tracks really fast ready for any kind of radio plays or distribution or anywhere you really want them to go. So because of the AI, it actually has genre-specific sound profiles, which means that you can actually choose which type of genre you want to master it in, which means that you can specify your genre and it will master and customize it to that genre. So there's so many different genres. There's hip-hop, EDM, deep house, electro house, tech house, techno, trance, ambient, pop, rock, anything that you are looking for. After you mastered it, you can download it and distribute any way that you want it. But of course, because it's an iMusician website, you can just distribute all your tracks directly from iMusician as well. And one of the coolest thing about it is that it doesn't take a long time. It takes about 6 to 10 minutes for the mastering being done, and voila, you are ready for distribution and getting your music out there. So of course the idea is that you need to finish your tracks first, then you can get mastering, and then you can get distributing, and just consistency is the key, isn't it? So go and check out iMusician and instant mastering from the link down below, and let's get into this tutorial now. Let's get into it. Music production workflow tips that actually make you finish the track faster, also help you to know when the track is actually ready. First thing, limitation. Oh my god, I can't tell you how much limitations that you give yourself can help your productivity as well as creativity. It can be, example, giving yourself 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour, half an hour, and just work through it. It makes you work faster. 3, equipment limitations. Work on a certain instrument. If you work only using certain plugins, if you use only using simpler, just give yourself limitations, and that really will enhance your creativity. And also get over the blocks. 4, time blocking. Giving yourself a certain time and reserving time in your daily life to actually create music. I personally use Saturdays. Saturdays are my music making days. So you need to give yourself a clear time and space for you to just concentrate on one thing, and that is to create and finish your songs. 5, preventing distractions. So close your apps, close your emails, close your phone. Just concentrate on your music. Don't let yourself to be distracted about social media or let yourself an excuse to procrastinate. I hate you, man with the saw. Someone is drilling. Stop drilling. 6, less is more. If you are not sure what to do, keep it simple. Concentrate on the elements that you already have. Don't just add and add more. You might face creative confusion, and then you're gonna start procrastinating, and then you don't want to finish the track. Keep it simple. 7, kind of similar. Think about the process, don't think about the outcome. So take it step by step. 8, create a perfect foundation. Again, keep it simple. Kind of comes back to that. Create a simple but very efficient base for your whole song. So example, bass, drums, and chord progression. Focus on those so that you feel the groove, you feel the rhythm. Even just them by themselves would work perfectly, and they started drilling again. And continue. 9, collaborate. Find people that inspire you, that you trust. That takes the pressure off you to actually finish the song together with somebody else. All eyes are not on you, but all eyes are on you, the collaborative and you. 10. Find a moderator. Find a moderator. Someone that you trust. Maybe the collaboration partner. Somebody you feel that you trust their judgment. Let them decide. Let them decide when it's ready. They can decide when is it ready, when does it sound good, and when you should post it. 11. So references. Okay, references. Do not copy, but get inspired. When you get stuck, listen to music that you love. Find inspiration that keeps you going and work on that. 12. When you reference, add a limitation to it. Only use the techniques that you are hearing in these different songs. So that could be a very good way of utilizing the inspiration that you're getting from these songs. 13. Listen to your track as small amount as possible. This will honestly help you. It will help you not to get fatigue, not to get bored with this song, and also not get creative confusedness. 14. Use already created structures. So example, I have created structures and workflows literally that are step by step, and you can follow those and create a song using those techniques. I've created 2 videos with PDF guides, attached them, so I'm gonna link them down below. Go and get them from there. Also, this list of stuff is also available as PDFs, so go and download that as well. Okay, let's get into the second section of this video, which is how to know when your mix is ready. When do we know it's ready? 15. Okay, so when you can hear every single element in the mix, so you can hear the synths perfectly, you can hear the bass perfectly, you can hear the drums, the kicks, the snare. 16. Top line, vocals, lyrics. When you can hear every single word, everything's clear and defined. Of course, depends of the genre. Sometimes you don't want them to be defined and clear. 17. Make sure that there's no clicks, there's no noise, everything's faded nicely in and out. So tidy the mix and make it perfect. 18. The mix has punch and groove. This is achieved with dynamic processing. So basically make sure that the dynamics are defined. When you feel the pulse, it's ready. 19. This is one of my favorite things that I do every single time I'm finishing music production as well as mixing and mastering. So ending routine. When you are finished, leave time, go away. Time can be 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. Leave time as much as you can. Come back, listen, and make notes. But don't change anything yet. Only after you have listened and made the notes, then make the changes. Change this, change this, change this. Don't get meddling too much, okay? Just the bullet points. Now, leave time again. Come back, listen, notes. Change things. Leave time, come back, listen, notes, change things, okay? Do this as many times as you don't have any notes anymore. Then it's ready. Then just leave it. One of the best ways of just convincing yourself. 20. Trusty pair of ears. Okay, I have a friend called Toby. I went to master's degree with him. He is my trusty. I can trust his ears. I sent everything to him because also he's not afraid to tell me if something is bad. Real talk. 21. Okay, again, let them decide. Let them be the moderator. I had a track that I didn't really feel like it was ready. My friend Emily thought it was absolutely amazing. So I just was like, okay, I'm gonna publish it because you think it's amazing. I don't really think it's amazing, but people been liking it, so I better trust Emily more. 22. Referencing. Okay, bring in non-mastered, very well mixed song into that is in the same genre into your DAW and compare it to that. When you're comparing into reference track, what you want to try to listen to, especially the spectral balance. Is there a good amount of low end? Is there a good amount of mid and high in your mix? How about the panning? Is it on the good, on the left, right? The space around. Active listening skills. 23. Listen with somebody else in the room and see how you feel. I had example the other day. I was doing my song and I really felt it the other day, but then I asked my husband to come to the room and I noticed that I felt embarrassed about certain things, and I was thinking like, I had the need to explain to him, oh, this is not ready, by the way, yet. I still need to change this and this and this. So very good example of things that I knew that I still want to change. 24. Sometimes less is more again. 24. Sometimes less is more again. Okay, in a mixing, it might mean that example, refer to the mixing brief that you've got. Example, if you're doing for a client, don't do more than they ask. They're probably not gonna like it. So just keep on the brief. When it's actually okay, when you've done the checklist, when you figure things out, step away from the computer, sleep on it. Don't start meddling with things. Don't start adjusting your snares. I know you. I do that as well. just a little bit more. No, step away from the computer, put it down, go to sleep, listen one more time in the morning, convince yourself it's okay, and just example, upload it to the iMusician, instant mastering, and just master it. Then you can't go back anymore. Oh my God, they're more drilling. 26. So vocal volume. When is it good? When do you know your vocal volume is good? So my technique is that I take everything down and then I bring everything slowly back. We usually recognize when then things are too much, but we don't recognize when it's just enough. Bring it up. Okay, now it's too much. Bring a notch back. That's my tip for you. It actually works for me quite well. Section 3, and how do I know my track is ready? Number 27 tip, there's a lot of them. Okay, make sure that the master is not clipping. One of the most important things is just make sure that it's not clipping. It's not red. 28. So I'm quoting a little bit of tips from Katie Salvini, the amazing mastering engineer. In mastering, make sure the final quality check. So make sure that the quality is good. There's no cracks, there's no noise, all the fades are in. That is defined really well. Another thing she said is that really actively listen, what does the track need? It maybe doesn't need a lot of balancing. Maybe it doesn't need a lot of compression. Maybe you want to keep the dynamics in it. Just make sure that you are actually listening what the track wants, not what you think that it wants. Yeah? 29. Again, reference in the same platform. So reference tracks in the same platform, in same format, same genre. So reference. 30. Repeat the listening and feedback routine that I talk you through. Go away, listen to the track, make notes, do the changes. Then you just leave it. Step away from the computer. 31. Listen the track in as many places, as many speakers as you can. So make sure you listen through your phone, your laptop, your car. So make sure that it works also in mono as much as it does in stereo. 32. Learn about loudness, okay? Learn it good. Don't just squash your whole track so that you will lose all your dynamics. Learn how to make your track loud. Does it need to be loud? Where should it be loud? All these things, I'm going to put a link down below so you can go and read more about loudness and learn about it. 33, trusty pair of ears. Again, very important, especially if you're mastering your own stuff. 34, or skip mastering. Skip mastering, if you don't know how to do it, make sure that you can submit it to mastering, or you use example services like the iMusician instant mastering that I talked about in the beginning. Then you don't need to worry about it anymore. 35, make sure that you have created the correct credits, formats, metadata. Remember to credit the people that you should credit. I use Hofer program to add all the metadata inside of the tracks. This one. So yeah, it's really good for that. The section number 4, most important techniques to finish your tracks. And surprise, surprise, the 36 number will be kind to yourself. Okay, this might sound cheesy for many of you, but be kind to yourself. This is all to do with confidence. If you can't finish your tracks, it's to do with confidence. So doubt will come into your mind, just push it away. When the doubt comes, push it away. Don't listen to it. 37. Trust your process. If you think about the outcome before you've done the steps, the outcome doesn't exist. You need to enjoy the working process and the sounds that you're making. You need to actually feel them. If you feel them, the outcome will be good. 38. This is my favorite thing about finishing your tracks. Do not seek for validation. So simple, but so powerful. Ask and listen to feedback, yes, absolutely, but only from people that give it to you straight, okay? That love what you do, but also give you constructive criticism. Don't ask if your ideas are great, because people will reflect their fears and their weaknesses into you. Do your thing, trust you, trust your process, trust your ideas, and you will finish so much more music. 39, avoid genre or industry pressures. To be able to be completely yourself, you need to stop thinking what other people expect you to do. If your fans or your family doesn't like the music you do, there's people in the internet who will love it. So find those people and make the music you want, not the music that you think that people want. 40, you do you, because we have too many clones in this world. So you Keep on doing you. Okay, that was my 40. That was my more 40 advices to finish your tracks. So thank you so much, iMusician, for sponsoring this video. Please check out their website and please check out the instant mastering because I've used it and it's pretty cool. So subscribe to this channel, please hit the bell icon, and I'll see you here next week. Okay, next Sunday, every single Sunday I'm here. Okay, bye.